Hello everybody. Another day, another stream. Let me turn up the music just a little bit so that we can be vibing. So, what are we going to do today? We are going to work on this freaking projectorino called Liveboard. Which is an idea I've had for quite some weeks. Some people in the chat might recognize it, that we worked on this. Like, do we have like an activity thingy or changelog in Figma? And I see when I first created this thing. Doesn't matter. Basically, I think we've started working on this project. Started. I mean, we've only written down our ideas on this like whiteboard. Like a month ago, and now today I want to do a little bit of coding, make a prototype, so to say, of not this part but only this little part here. I've mentioned this on the stream like 100 times. If you have a company registered in the Netherlands, you can basically apply for a lot of tax benefits if you work 1,245 hours a year. So, part of Liveboard is that you can like data visualize your own data and like track progress. So, what are we going to do? I wrote it down. So, we are going to try out different chart libraries. We are going to think of 3 components we can build. And, well, I'm not going to do it in a fiddle. I think I'm just going to create a Next.js project or a remix project. I think remix is fun. Remix cuts down on the crap pretty quickly, so we can get to the chase. And then we are also going to implement the toggle API, which I already found a pretty decent library, which can get us up and running pretty quickly. So, let's see. Let's first start with setting up a remix project. Because I think that's the fastest way to set up a quick, fun development environment. I mean, we can... I guess we can nuke it once we start working on the real project, but we just need a little playground for ourselves. So... let's... Are we going to do this in learning? No, let's just npx create... remix latest unit insta follow package. I'm fine with that. Remix, such a cool animation. Where would you like to create your apps? Let's say, I don't know, in this folder under Liveboard. Where do you want to deploy? Just use remix if you're unsure on ECJ's deployment targets. I'm pretty sure I want to deploy to Vercel, and I'm pretty sure I want to use TypeScript, and I'm pretty sure I want to use npm install. And now it's installing. So let's see what kind of charts libraries do we have. Because this whole idea is based around data visualization. So, chart.js libraries, chart React libraries. So we have chart.js, which I've already looked at before, I guess. Simple yet flexible chart for designers and developers. Okay, sounds interesting. So this has been... Okay, let's see. It's in here. Let's open the code environment. Well, let's just look at this rocket block. They have cool blocks. We've used chart.js in React, used in no learner curve, and using this library. It's a wrapper for the popular chart library. Many features. I just came. Hey, side. Yeah, I just here it is. I just got to it as well. Is it any good? I mean, it's been downloaded a lot of time. So you know what? Instead of like diving in too much, it's just a prototype. Let's use this wrapper. I'm cool with that. And how are you doing, buddy? Everything going all right in this crazy world we live in at the moment? npm run dev. Crank the music just a little. You might not notice, but I can update my monitoring sounds. Yep, everything is great. Great to hear, man. Great to hear. Welcome back. And like, is my that's why it came disconnected. Oh no, did I break my earpiece? No, I did not. It just came loose. Shit. How am I going? This seems about right. Do we have audio again? Yes, we have audio again in my left ear. Nice. I'm not deaf. Okay, let's open localhost 3000. And let's get rid. So we have this. These are just some. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. So we'll just be working with a fragment. Can you please show your Figma? Well, I don't have any designs yet. I just have this let's show you. I just have this like whiteboard. That's the word I was looking for. Just with my IDs. So find available API. Basically, we're kind of working on this, and I think we are working on this lane. Yep. So I think we are just going to print out some components and go from there. So let's see. Need an API. Let's do this. No problem, buddy. Okay, so that has been installed, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, React chart and chart, yes. Now let's restart the server. Then you can import and use individual components, migrate, work with datasets, work in event components. Okay, so this is the documentation. I want to use dark mode because I like dark more. Okay, so we have chart. I might as well open like chart EAS to see which components we have. Is there actually read the detailed documentation? Mechanic starter, chart types. Yeah, so a bar chart, bubble chart, donut and pie, line chart, mixed chart, video chart. Okay. I'm not sure why I've selected the TypeScript extension, by the way, because it's just a prototype. TypeScript seems a bit overkill. Oh well. Then we'll just don't write the types. I guess. Okay, let's see. Let's first decide what kind of components we want to make. I guess we want to have a... Let's divide it into sections, because we wanted to end today with like 3 components. So let's fill up 3 components. Section. I think one of the first liveboard components will be like simple counter. For example, you have made 62 sales. Why doesn't Emmet work like inline? Okay, so we have that. I might as well import Tailwind, now that I'm thinking of it. And then we have another component, which will be like amount of hours worked so far. And then we have like... Then we want show a graph visualizing the amount of hours worked. The amount of hours worked. Show a graph visualizing the amount worked in comparison with the total amount of hours needed. So basically we want, I don't know, we want something like... I really have to get like a drawing tablet for this, because that could be quite cool for the stream. I used to have a drawing tablet, but I sold that one. So let's say that we have like, we have a component that shows like a bar, which like this can be a progress bar, like we have a title. And then we can show like it's... This is grayed out, we still have to work this, but we've worked so many hours. Bit messy, but this is basically what I mean. And then we might show like the value here. That's pretty much what I'm aiming for. So, which chart type will you use for that? A bar chart is not really what we want, but line chart is also not. I have no freaking experience with charts. Maybe we don't need this this thing. This is a radar chart. Oh, this could be a cool chart of like showing where your time is going. Like to what projects in a week. You know what? We can look at the charts and show like where is everything. What chart can we use? Can we come up with ideas on how to use them? We can use a bar chart to show like if we take Toggle for example, the prototype that we will be working on towards the end of the day. We can show like per project hours. That might seem cool. Bubble chart is not something we really need. Or maybe we can better show like a donut chart of the hours spent in a week. But you know what? The bar chart is more like hours worked over each month. This is also cool. So many cool options. You know about Firebase? Yeah, I've used it before in the past. I think it's fine. Probably if I'm going to work on another project, I will check out like Supabase. It's a Firebase alternative, but instead of using like the document-based database, they use like Postgres, so a relational database, which is quite nice. Okay, so then as a final thingy, we can do like the hours spent per project in a, let's scope it in this week. Let's just do this week. Show a pie or other chart reflecting showing show a pie order chart showing where my time has gone this week. Okay, so the simple counter is already like done. I mean, that's basically this. You have made 26 sales this week. And then basically the 62 sales are like, is like the value coming from a, from another data set. So, the amount of hours worked so far. Show a graph visualizing the amount of hours comparison with the total hours needed. So I need something like a progress bar showing how far along I am. Like do chart, yes, progress bar. I don't know. Maybe I just need to use the that's not what I need. Progress bar chart. Yeah, so I basically just need to make I don't really need like a this is also quite nice. Oh, I can also just like use a donut to show like hours worked versus hours needed to be. Yeah, I think that's pretty much what we need, right? You can see like this 300 and then we show it in a percentage. Okay, so let's see. Donut. Let's create a let's create a new components folder, and inside that components folder let's create a donut.tsx, or like we can also do these, then we import donuts, and then we say like export or export name function, and we do like donut chart, which probably takes something, but we'll take care of that later, and then we'll return like a donut, which is a self-closing excuse me. And then we can do, okay, so we have a thing called options. I think it might be a better idea to look at why is this documentation so compressed. Can I just get rid of this bar? Or maybe, okay, let's just do this and let's get rid of that bar. Okay, so pretty much we need options, we need data, which we are going to fake it until we freaking make it. And then we have like props, which is all the other things. The options object that is passed onto the chart.js thing. Read or see more. Options are resolved from top to bottom using context-dependent routes. Woohoo! That means absolutely freaking nothing to me so far. So you have dataset, animation, plugins. Okay, nice. Don't bore us. Get to the examples. So if colors, okay, so you can set colors. Set dataset. Is options like required? I might just leave it required. No. Okay, then fuck off. T-data, T-label. Okay. So chart dataset data. So let's see chart types. Donut and pie charts. Let's I don't know, let's grab this mofo. And then we don't need props, or we could have used props data. The data is part chart, yes, dataset mistype label. So basically we don't need like an array. We need an array, right? Data, donut. The data object is passed into. Okay, so it needs to be an object inside of there. No. ¿Qué pasa? What does it need to be then? Wait a minute. What do you want from me? Like, you want an object with probably like labels. Okay, like time worked and like time to work, I guess. And then we have like data sets. And let's just grab this one. Okay, I guess. Let's just see what this renders. Oh, that's not what I want. Import donut chart from donut. Yeah, I guess we'll just pass it in here. Arc is not a registered element. Cool. Cool. What? Arc is not a register. I love it when you use a library and it goes to shit immediately. Let's just grab the exact same data here. I guess we can get away with taking this and doing this. And I might have... Did I... Data is this. Let's restart the dev server just to be sure. Okay, and there we go. We've started development of Liveboard with searching for error messages. I'm working on React app. Arc is not yada yada yada. Chart is too shakeable. Chart art element. So you need to import and register all elements you're using. But I've did that, right? Let's have a look at the React. Okay, examples. Give me a donut chart. Ah, okay, look, this is what I was looking for. So, oh, que pasa? That's what you need. Okay, okay. I didn't know about that one. Probably should have read it, and then I have to register. I didn't know about this. Okay. We have a chart. Cool. And now basically we have to set it to our hand. So okay, so now we see like yellow, red, blue, and it's huge. So let's say, oops, time worked versus time to work, I guess. And then we can get rid of like one of these values. And I know that we need to work like, let's say that we've worked let's say that we've worked like 200 hours, which will mean that we still have to work like 1045 hours this year. Label lul. And then we can make like, and okay, so then you have RGB values. Over offset. Okay, so if we, what happens if we increase this to 100? Oh, wow, wow! Look at the anime. Wow. Okay, that's cool. What happens if I like place this inside of a container? You know what? I might actually want to install Tailwind. That might be a better idea, because that will speed up like a lot of things. Or is it overkill? Like, what happens if I just place this inside of a div and be like, yo, your max width 500. This works. It works well. We can touch it up later, I guess. I guess we can touch it up later. Yeah. Okay. I didn't think we would get to this part this freaking fast. But let's see. Time works versus time to work. Maybe it's better if we like change it. I don't know. Yeah, time to work versus time worked. And then it feels like... Are we going to make this pretty? We are going to make this pretty. Because I want to have... Is there any cool color picker like in the browser? I mean, on Mac I have like zip, but... Color... on Schneider colors. Yep, this is exactly what I want. Gimme a color combination. So you have white versus green. I'm looking for something grayish in combination with another really cool. Ooh, we can. Nah, red is like danger. Move. All the Apex players out there. We can use. Maybe we can use this, which is basically, I mean, 255, 255, 255. Which is white, so it has to be 0, 0, 0. Trust me, I'm a front-end developer. Okay, can we use hex values as well? That will be much easier. And what if we mix and match this? Like FAADOO? No, you pretty much have to use RGB values. Oh no, it updated. Colors.co! Ah, cookie notice. Pro mem. I don't want a pro membership. Let me use it. Start the generator. Somebody come get her. She's using all the neater. Can I just get some explore pellets? I need something with a little bit of gray. This is a nice palette. That might work. Maybe we can have some gray with a little bit of green. This might also work, but it's a little bit too dull, I guess. Search for gray. Ah, it has a cool search. I'm not used to tools being smart as this. Gray, green. Ah! Exactly. Now we'll see if we can find something that suits our needs. Is there also one with red in it? That would be great. And maybe yellow as well. No pellets found. Fucking awesome. Okay, and what if we do this? We can... okay, let's do gray and green. Let's not make it any more difficult than it needs to be. I like this one. Can I like open palette? Can I grab the... Yes. Yes. This is exactly what I want. So let's do RGB zip. Which one did I pick? I picked the green one. And I need this one. And I might need to swap them out, but let's see. Time to work. Oh, wait. We have to swap them around again. No biggie. No biggie. Darn, it's a bit too grayish. Let's see if we can get a lighter gray. This might be cool. Let's just try some things out, shall we? Let's see what works. And we need the RGB. Still not happy. Why am I trying to make this prototype more pretty? I don't know. Might as well look for the colors now so I don't have to look for them later. Or nah, this is too ugly to show on stream. I'm embarrassed. Choose a color, it's not that simple. Choose a color, it's not that simple. Maybe this palette will work. Let's get rid of some of the document. Oh, we don't need this one. Let's see. I guess this is a pretty cool. What if I mix and match? If I'm not mistaken, this was the gray color, right? Better, better, but maybe just a little bit darker for all those people with crappy screens out there. Better, better, better. Better, 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 better. Is it better? Oh, that is. Oh, we have a lighter green here. Okay, let's not get too hung up on all the colors. This will work fine for now. So we have time worked and we have like time to work, time worked. Okay, this works. So let's give this. Okay, so pretty much we need to have like type props is we need labels, which is an array of strings, and we need a. Does this come with types? Can I import like chart data? But it just look like data. And like this. Chart data. Okay, cool. Oh. I'll probably have to like get the types. We can do that. Or we can just say fuck that, we are not going to do any props because this is a prototype. Ah no, we're just gonna say any. And then in here we can grab this. We can say data. Yeah, I know, it doesn't work right now. And then we can say data. Is, oh, we need, of course, this is prop. So we need to do this. Now it works. Refresh it. Cool. Hours spent per project this week. Show a pie or other chart showing where my time has gone this week. I think we are going to use a bar chart for this. So we can compare it more easily. I think a pie chart is also cool, but I think a bar chart is better. Just for some variety. So we have a vertical bar chart, we have a horizontal bar chart, we have a stacked bar chart. I like this little example thingy. We have a line chart, which is also cool. Multi-axis bar chart, donut chart, polar radar chart, scatter chart. Let's just walk through the examples. What is something you can do with this? Don't know. Can't think of anything right now. Oh yeah, this is like overlaying the bar chart with another chart. Gradient chart. What is a gradient? Ooh. Wow. let's just grab the vertical bar chart. Dataset 1, dataset 2. We only need a single dataset. So how do they do this? Let's create another component. Charts. Bar. And then we do like DSX. Okay, like vertical. TSX. No, let's delete it and let's just do this. Let's just take this. We don't need Faker. Don't need React because it's already imported. So we can with title tooltip legend. Data labels, okay. So let's say export default function vertical. Say data. Let's say it's any for now. Let's say we have data. Then we can remove all this. I don't want to work with any of the options right the fuck now. So let's get out of here. Okay, so then we are going to import vertical from components charts bar. Data is an object, and as object has like labels. So let's say, what products did I work on? Twankruid.com, just some fake data. Twankruid.com liveboard, which is this project. We have FWE, we have social or content, socials, and weed. I don't know. What should... Okay, let's just keep it this way. It's not that interesting. And then we had like data set, which is an array. Is it data set or data sets? It's data sets. And then let's say label is projects, and then we do data is I don't know, let's create an array of like 10 hours, 20 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, and 10 hours. Let's give it a background color of this. Hello? Cannot reach property of undefined reading map. Cool. Maybe I've missed something. Why does it need to be a map? Am I stupid? So we import a bar, we don't need faker. We registered everything. We don't need a plugin, right? So we have labels, which is basically part of data because they all like get merged into like data. Interesting. Set data sets. I don't have to give every single one like a background color, right? So we have labels, we have data sets. Label, projects, data is an array, background color. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's just do 1, 2. I can't imagine this being a problem, but hey, nope. Data, that's an array and that's the label. We don't need a border. We've passed it as an array. This is what frontend is all about. Did I make a mistake in another chart then? No, it's inside of this chart. Let's, instead of doing it here. Let's remove this prop for now. Let's go inside of the vertical and just place it here. And now we see what the problem is. Interesting. So we have the labels, and the labels are an array. So that's about right. Then we have a data set, which is this. So why exactly do we have the problem of like the... To me, this seems like... Let's just copy over the... I'm done with this. What is the freaking problem? One, two, so we have two things, then we have data, so then here we can say like 1, 2, and then am I stupid? What's the... It's still undefined, reading labels. Cannot read properly undefined of reading labels. Okay, let's do all this. Let's do this. 222. Sometimes it's just a big load of trial and error before we get to it. Now we know we don't have faker, so we'll just do 1 and 2. I am really confused. Oh my god. Cool. Fucking hell. I need to have more sleep in order to get this kind of things done. Oh well, okay. So now we know that this is cool. I know, but what was wrong with like this? So okay, we know that this works. So this will be like data, which we'll say is any. Okay, so this is a problem, but if we change this with like this is not a problem. So let's show those like side by side. So we have labels, which is an array of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we have data, which in this case is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we have background color. So that's not possible, but this is possible. Come on. Cool. Then we can do this. Do you get it why it works now? I'm confused. I think I made a typo somewhere. It must be. But hey, it works. So let's not get too hung up about everything that went wrong. Let's blame it on me not having a good night's sleep yesterday. So let's also give this like a style of width. It scales well. Okay. So this works. This works. And we have the options. Let's not export those. Let's just make them part of. Let's make them part of this. So responsive, resize the content when the container does import. Yeah, we did that. So if we like go here, let's increase the container width a bit. Let's say it's 900 for this one, which is a bit bigger. And now, okay, but that's because we didn't, let's say max width. Okay, so now it sizes with the container, which is nice. Do we need it? Definitely not. But hey, it's nice to have anyway. And if I'm not mistaken, we can also give the charts titles. So instead of doing it here, we can do it with the charts. Right? Right. Yeah, indeed. We have it right here. Let's say title, display. Then we can do this, clean it up a little bit. Get rid of this, get rid of this, place it in here. And we should be good. And then let's also update the Downy chart, the Downy chart. So we should set the, let's get rid of the types. So that's options. Oh, we can just grab it here. This doesn't work. Do this, grab this, because this, no. This, and we can see that this works. And then we also have the simple counter, which is fine. Let's make this a div. Make this a div. And let's say style display grids. Grid template columns. Repeat 3 on FR. So this works. column gap is like 1 REM. So now we have column gap as well, and this is nice. Okay, cool. Cool. So basically what we have to do now is get this information from an API. Wait, what is my Google Assistant saying? Okay, somehow I triggered my Google Assistant. Or my Google Home thingy. Which happens often. Maybe my neighbor is spying on me. Let's see. Okay, so we have this. And we now want to populate it with like, what can I do with a simple counter? Our yearly, our quota, progress. What can we do with this simple counter that we can grab from Notion? I know what we can do. We can do like a simple amount, I don't know, amount of projects worked on. You have worked on 7 projects this week. That's quite alright. Okay, now let's see what we can do with the Notion API, because then we need a couple of loaders in Remix. Let's also update the title so it says that we are working on Remix at the moment. Okay, I don't need this. So we have the charts, and the charts are okay for now. This, you know, while this doesn't look great yet, I can see this work for me personally. I mean, especially like this thing can be very handy for me, so I can keep check on, okay, am I doing this right? Am I like investing enough hours so that I'm seeing this bar grow from week to week? And I can maybe even include more information, like telling myself, okay, if you are working at this pace, you will need to work like an average of 40 hours for the coming weeks so you can make it. Something like that. So it needs to be in check. But of course, my dream for this, for like this application, you know, okay, it's kind of funny. You are now following like a product which I might actually pursue in like its very basic form, and that's cool about building in public. But my ultimate vision is that I release an SDK and other people can create these kind of graphs, and like other people can get them from a marketplace and build their whole own dashboard. How everything is going to work, I'm not entirely sure, but my idea was that it's somehow like is going to work with components. So you have like an integration which uses like a component which could be this donut chart, and then we have like the values which they can input. So for instance, if we look at this row, let's say like Heavy, which is a fitness app I use, who sadly doesn't have a public API, which I really wanted to have for a couple of fun fun charts, but oh well. Basically, maybe they don't want to have an OpenAI, but they want to support like Liveboard. They can hook into Liveboard via some sort of integration store or whatever the fuck. And they can fill out this information, which they get from the API for a user. And the user now has something like this on their dashboard. But instead of your yearly hour quota progress, it can say something like amount of workouts done or hours of workouts done. Or maybe this is a better example. Evening one. Yo, welcome back, buddy. How are you doing today? My day is going well. I had a little struggle with Chart.js because I've never used it before, but now we're up and running. So we're making the project, making the prototype for Liveboard. I had a shit day. Oh no, what happened? But yeah, if Heavy makes an integration, maybe you can do a bar chart of amount of hours spent on a particular muscle group, for example. Maybe that's something you want to track. Just public office yeah. Office problems. Yep. Those always suck. As long as it stays professional is fine, I guess. One of those days, huh? Now, let's see. I've already highlighted a Togglerino library, which I wanted to use. Yeah, so we did this. It's not professional at all. Here things happen very different and bad. Toxic environment. That's not some place you want to stick around then. Okay, let's see. We need like require the toggle API. Okay. Then start time entry. Okay. So let's install this npm add -save toggle API. I would switch today for junior web dev. I would have done it. Yeah, exactly. Just keep that in mind. You'll be gone as soon as you have the proper or like the minimum amount of like junior capability. Yeah, that's the drive fuel for now. Yeah, exactly. Do you already have a couple of like job openings in mind? Like, are you actively searching for like internships and all that kind of stuff? Every day I'm just getting stronger mentally, I guess. Yeah, or you're just getting used to like professional places. Not every workplace is that nice and you have to deal with that as well. Especially if you later want to get into like freelancing or that kind of stuff. Not every client is that nice to you. Some clients see you as robots. And me personally, whenever I'm getting mistreated by a client, I just say, okay, I will just pack my things, here's a refund, and fuck you. No matter how far the project is. I'm not sticking around. And most of the times I can just like still get paid. Because of the law. Will someone hire me right now only on HCL, CSS still now? I guess you could get hired for an internship. But it would certainly help if you have some JavaScript experience. I mean, you can also try to get better at like Webflow and no-code and that kind of stuff, because demand for no-code developers is also really high. Especially if I look at Upwork at the moment, it's like more than 50% are Webflow jobs. like set up a page for me and all that kind of stuff. Webflow. Which is basically just a website builder, no code. Like if you want to know more about low code, you can go to like KP. Oh, that's not something I want to search for, especially with Twitter showing me boobies all the time when I search. This is the built-in public guy, but you have like... What's the other guy that did no codes? I forgot. He's in my timeline somewhere, but I forgot his name. Wait, I follow him. I can... What was his... Let me see. So, here's everyone I follow, so now you know as well. I did follow this guy, right? Maybe I've been following him for quite some time. So it's mostly for designers, right? Because eventually coding skill will be needed for the foundational knowledge. Yeah, but let me put it this way: if you have like understanding of HTML, you definitely need understanding of HTML, CSS in order to be like competent at Webflow, because you need to do a lot of customization to those sites, and it definitely helps if you know how to hook up certain, like analytics, for example, how you can import scripts, how you can like modify the background gradient, how you can position elements, all that kind of stuff. If you know how to do HTML and CSS, you will build sites in Webflow so much faster. But where is this guy? Yeah, Ben Tossel. Here he is. With MakerPad. You can have a look at this guy. He's pretty cool. And especially look at MakerPad. They have all kind of tutorials on no code. We might actually run an experiment on stream with like... I'm thinking of series for the stream. Just because it's more fun. Especially yesterday when I was working on 10 different projects at a time. I don't know, context switching is not really fun when you're streaming. It's a bit chaotic, especially also for like viewers. So we might set ourselves some challenges. Especially since I work 3 afternoons on stream, I might say something, okay, this week we are going to try to build a no-code business and see where it goes. But let's continue with like with this. So let's create a lib folder and let's call it toggle text from the first one. No problem at all, buddy. Did remix support environment variables out of the box? Environment server environment variables. Yeah, built-in support we do. So let's do an .env and let's create toggle. Toggle is without an e at the end. Let's say toggle token. I want to ask one thing. Yeah, sure. I'm going to spend Marshall in yes, yes. Process.environment toggle. How did I call it? Toggle? Let's just copy paste it just to be sure. So, okay, we have that. Now I'm going to go to just chatting. Just to put in my own toggle token. So we can get my information, which isn't personal at all. If I could, I would open my whole toggle track to everyone. Yeah, you're not authenticated. Login. Which account did I log in? I'm gonna spend March learning JavaScript and then I'll make my resume, I think you meant, strong, and then I'm gonna start building projects. I think I'm gonna do that in the middle as well. I think I'll be ready till July for applying. Yeah, it all depends on how fast you pick things up. I mean, if you spend March to July, it's pretty broad. I think if you spend one solid month on JavaScript, like really putting in the hours, you can land an internship. And I really recommend getting an internship. You can't fake till you make it. You need to have an internship. Many people might disagree, but I think mentorship, especially in that early phase, is really important. Why can't I go to my... Oh, here's my profile. I'm not showing any secrets on screen, right? Nope. Give me this. Then go to this. This. And do this. And now we won't show anything on screen, right? Gameplay, nice. I'm still unaware about the internship part a bit. What are you unaware about? I think it's pretty straightforward, right? You like go to a job board and search for internships. Like an internship is very an internship will help you like work on projects together with like junior, medium, and senior devs, and pretty much. It's the quickest and safest way to get some experience under your belt while also getting paid, because most web development internships are paid. They don't pay like a tremendous amount of money, but definitely some amount of money. But the value you get in return is awesome. And it also is a little bit... It's enlighten me with your knowledge. Yeah, but you know, an internship is also my first internship in web development. I sucked. I sucked balls. I didn't know anything. I thought I knew everything about like front-end development, and it turned out I was an absolute noob at web development. And as you can see of today, I still sort of am, because I couldn't figure out a freaking chart library. But I don't know, that internship helped me with like, okay, what things do I need to learn? If you start out development, you have sort of frame of mind for, oh, everything is React and it's all great. No, there are a lot of legacy projects which you also need to be able to function in. They aren't fun, but sadly they pay the bills. And also you will get more familiar with like production code bases. Because most tutorials leave out like the complex state management and all those kind of things, which if you don't know what state management is, doesn't matter. You will learn it along the way. But the amount of value you get from working in like ongoing projects is immense. And then if you have an internship, you're also like less responsible, so you're like learning more than you're working. I don't know, or I do know that it's freaking valuable. So let's see, documentation is available at this. So what do I want to get? Toggle start time entry. I just want to read some information. What will be required for an internship? A basic portfolio, I guess. And sometimes even not sometimes it's even enough saying, hey, I'm learning and I want to have an internship. I would have some kind of portfolio with like 3 projects, like a simple landing page which you start all by yourself, maybe a fairly simple React application, and like a 3rd project could be another simple application. You don't need all that much for an internship. I mean, if you're not trying to get an internship at one of the FAANG companies, but... Does that project require backend as well? No, not at all. If you are going to apply for front-end internships, you don't need a backend. Although, if you can write a simple backend, which you can find a lot of tutorials on, which you can practically just copy-paste. I don't recommend it because you have to know what's going on, but you can do that. It helps. But you just have to watch out that you are not going... If you want to do front-end, apply for front-end internships and don't immediately jump to full stack. That's a mistake I see like a lot of new developers... Can I say it's a mistake? It's a choice I don't recommend for new developers to immediately start investing in like full stack. Just pick your poison, either back end or front end, get decent enough at it, and then slowly, while you're doing projects, introduce yourself to, like, in my case, a little bit of back end. Like, currently I'm learning Web3 on the side, so I'm doing a little bit of back end, but the back end is a bit simpler because of blockchain. It's just, okay, wallet is your signing method instead of authentication and yada 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 yada. Excuse me. So let's see. Let's just get the time entries right. Or can I get project data? Get project ID. Okay, so then I need a project ID. Can I get all my projects? Get task data, get time entries. Do you recommend any resource to get a remote internship? Let me think. I am not aware of any remote internships because most the current state of like remote work is that they only offer like positions for devs. Because of remote internship companies are still trying to figure out how to run remote internship because it requires a lot of one-on-one time. So if I was in your shoes, I would try not to get a remote internship. I would try to get an on-site internship. And that comes from the person who promotes remote work like a lot. But I actually worked with a couple of guys as their mentor when I was working for Moy, and it's difficult. Tech scene in my state is dead. Then you might have to work from another state. If that is what it takes. Look, you could get if you really want a remote internship, I will look like for remote jobs in your country and try to see if you can do an internship there. And it's not really how yeah. Do you mean wealthy or healthy? But another tactic that I see that's really underutilized is, okay, see, everybody is looking for developers. So just make a list of companies that offer remote work in your country and just send them an open application. You might not hear back from 90% of them, but the 10% that will reply might offer you an internship remotely. And another thing you could do is I would maybe go that route. Look at what companies are offering remote work or are working remotely. Let me rephrase that, and just send in an open application. Disturbance in other states, yeah, exactly. Yeah. If you want to work remote, I think that's the way. Because you can, I don't know, you can go like, what's an open, just like send your resume and a motivation letter, like, hey guys, I see you work. I see you work on like web projects. I want to work remotely because of this, and that, or I don't know, whatever. I can come up with a good cover letter on the spot. But basically, you're just applying to companies who don't have any open applications or vacancies. Yeah, I think that goes a long way, but I won't say that right off the bat. Because if I'm a company and I want an internship and And a applicant is like, yeah, and I can offer you 1 month of unpaid internship. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get that. But let's move on to this. So what do we want to do? Get project data. But can we also do like add project user, get current time, get clients, get client projects? Can't I just like get all the projects? Nope. I want to have an overview. Creative projects, get project data. Get current user data. Successful response. Time entries, projects. Okay, and what if I just want to have the projects? Can I filter this data so I don't overfetch? Thanks for the tip. Now I'll stop streaming and see you tomorrow. Yeah, sure, buddy. I will see you tomorrow. Yeah, it's Wednesday, so I'll be streaming tomorrow. Okay, so what I need to do is like get user data, get client data, get user data. Options, request options. So toggle dot get user data. Okay, and then we have like this. And it returns like an error, and what does it return? Let's say data. Do I really need to make this function? Okay. Default email string, yada yada yada. With related data. True. Export const get user data get toggle user data is equal to this. Okay, so then we can do like remix. We can go to the how did we make a loader again. Let's see. Yeah, exactly. So we'll just export async. What the fuck was that? Was that Siri who just said, why is like my Google Home and my Siri like all activating while I'm just talking English? God damn it. We don't need a request. We can just do this and then we can say import ghetto from lib toggle. Const user data is 08 get toggle data. Return user data. Const data is use loader data. And let's just console log data. You should either specify API token or username password. Didn't I do that? Oh, I might have to restart the dev server. Maybe I added the environment variable. Okay, so it returns absolutely nothing. Okay, we can... Okay, so here it is. So we do have the data. It doesn't want to return data. Interesting. That's not. What is the problem with this? Oh, God damn it. And it returns nothing, but on the server it does return something, and we await it, and we get the toggle data, and we can do like... Okay, we don't want to do this, of course. But if we like console the data, console log the data here, we have it. So why the fucking hell doesn't it? Very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. I'm definitely doing something wrong. What if I just return like this entire function? Yep. What am I not I'm going for it. Get me. Why am I struggling with this? I don't know. Of course, that's not going to work. Okay, so basically I need to export toggle. That's cumbersome, but ah shit. Why am I struggling so much with this? So how do I get this data out of this callback vision again? I haven't had the need to do that in such a long time that I basically forgot to do it. Okay, so the data is there. Yeah, now I'm just console logging a function. I know, but I just want to know what it. So now I have to get this here. Yeah, of course I can do that, because it needs to return. Ah! My mind is not with me today. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to take a small break. My mind is not with me today on this whole callback stuff, which I haven't done in a long time. So I probably need to refresh some JavaScript basics for some reason. But it also could be that the whole async thingy is not really cooperating with Remix. That doesn't make much sense to me, but I have to come up with a solution to get the data out of the callback and then somehow into the return of the loader, so then I can utilize that in like use loader data. That's the problem I'm currently stuck on. But maybe with a small break, it will refresh my memory, and I will see what I'm doing wrong, and I will probably call myself an idiot at the end of it. So I will see you in like, let's say, 10 minutes.